This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the Agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the agents have killed everything in the dungeon. So now it's time to loot the bodies, sell the gear, and buy new gear. So I was listening to the Ian World podcast, and they were talking about codifying specific rules for your game. And one of the things they were talking about was buying and selling of loot, and that you should talk to your players to find out if that is something they enjoy and how much it should be part of your game. And that is really interesting. Now, I've actually done this quite a bit. I always talk to my players before session and get an idea, especially if we're going to be doing something a little out of the box, whether or not they want to do it or not. And one of the biggest things that everyone will encounter in their home games are bookkeeping episodes, or bookkeeping sessions in your case, where you sit down, go through the loot, figure out what you're going to buy, how you're going to level up your characters, and really you're spending a lot of time bookkeeping and not playing the actual game. Now, some people really enjoy this. In fact, I used to cut these episodes out of the earlier podcasts, and people complained and they wanted to hear the bookkeeping, so I kept it in. And I believe it because I actually do listen to other podcasts, and when they cut it out, I kind of wanted to hear what they bought and what they did with their money. And I can see where you're coming from. I can see also why it can be very boring. Now, this is probably one of the biggest issues of contention in any home game, because some people love loot. They love going through the loot, they love going through the book, they like figuring out what they're going to buy and how they're going to level up their characters and what they're going to get for their characters. And then other people just hate it. They feel like, ugh, can we just buy a sword, buy a shield, buy some armor, and just go kill some things? I don't want to spend a whole night just going through loot. I guarantee everyone has been there. Well, here's the thing. Everyone really has to talk this out and figure out what is best for everyone. And especially figure out what to do if you have some people in your party that don't want to do what that evening's activity is. So what do I mean by this? Sometimes what I try to do is do as much loot management as possible over email. I've tried this in the past, and we always say we're going to do it. We're always like, okay, everyone, we're going to go through email and go through the loot, and everyone tell me what you're going to buy and what you're going to sell. And you know what happens? No one does it. No one ever does it. I don't know why. So we've tried that. And the other thing that I've done is, well, I just tell everyone ahead of time that this is going to be a loot session, so make sure you're prepared. Now, that actually usually works out very well, because that way at least people have an idea of what they want to buy. The other thing I always do is I make sure everyone knows how much gold they have and approximately what they're going to even sell their loot for, so they get an idea of what their new gold total is. For example, I can say, okay, you guys currently have like 650 gold each, and your loot is about 300 gold worth. So figure you have around 1,000 gold pieces worth of loot for the next session. And there you go. And that way they can kind of prepare. Now, what do you do when you have, I don't know, like 2 players who love going through loot and 2 players who hate going through loot? Well, that is tricky, but I kind of have found a solution. What you do is you find out what the other 2 players who really hate loot management, find out what they like to do. Sometimes they like to gather information, or go around and getting some lore, or get some story information. Although it's tricky, I will mix up sessions where I have, say, 2 players going through the loot, and then I'm running like a side session with 2 other players where they're doing something that won't really affect the party too much, such as talking to others in a bar or getting rumors or sometimes even gambling, but they're doing something that's very role play heavy. That way, the two players that don't really care about loot, they're doing something fun and it's not a wasted session for them. And the other two that are sitting in the corner going through tables and charts and books to figure out what they want to buy, they're busy doing that and talking to each other. That will work well. It's tricky and hard to do, but I do find it's worth the effort because there's nothing worse, especially in a live game, when you guys are like running a game and then someone goes into the other room and just starts like watching TV or something. Now, on the other hand, that is okay too. I will say that, like, look, if you have 3 players who really love loot and 1 player who doesn't want to have anything to do with loot, just tell them ahead of time and warn them. Maybe they'll go get something to eat. Maybe they'll show up late. Maybe they'll leave early. Or maybe they're just going to go watch TV for an hour. As long as they know ahead of time, it's usually less of a burden. I remember, and this was a real long time ago, something like 20 years ago, that my friend was really excited to join someone else's game. It was a D&D game a long, long time ago. And they were really excited to play, and they showed up, and the very first session was loot. It was literally them buying and selling gear and building their characters for like 4 hours. And my friend never went back. He's like, yeah, that was the most boring thing I ever did in my life. I was looking forward to actually playing D&D and not shopping. So he never went back. That is why it's important that you let people know ahead of time what to expect in one of these sessions so they can mentally and physically prepare for those sessions. Other thing is, don't do these sessions that often. Like, I actually do these sessions maybe once or twice while they're at a specific level, and that's it. And that's pretty common, I find, with these games. Usually what will happen is they'll get a ton of loot, they'll spend a ton of it, and then they'll have no loot left, and then the next thing they need is like 2,000 gold, so it takes them a while to save up. And then they'll get loot, and then they'll buy their next item. So it's always sort of like save up, save up, save up, buy, save up, save up, save up, buy. It's rare that you're continuously buying throughout all the sessions. Of course, why am I mentioning this? Well, this week's episode is a bookkeeping episode, and I kept a lot of it in. It's actually only the second half is bookkeeping. The first half, they are going through the dungeon, and they are sort of figuring out what's left, and they're talking to some people, talking to NPCs, planning out their next courses of action. But the second part of the episode, because they did just kill a lot of stuff, is they're figuring out what they can buy. So there is a fair amount of that, and I kept it in. So if you like listening to it, feel free. And if you don't, well, don't worry. I promise next week we're jumping right back into the action and you will hear a lot of blood and guts and killing. I promise. Anyhow, I'd be very curious to hear how you handle loot and bookkeeping episodes at your table. Let me know. Go to the Discord channel and tell me your stories. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes. So, show notes this week. Well, what's going on? RPG Superstar. Well, don't forget, it only goes to the beginning of December, and that is coming up a lot sooner than you think. And you can enter up to 3 monsters, which I believe you want to do. Trust me. Make sure you go to rpgsuperstar.com, and you too can look up the rules. You can see how it works. There's an interactive template that allows you to build monsters. What you can do is build your monster and save it. And you can just, keep going back to it as many times as you want, keep refining it, fine-tuning it, and then when you're ready, submit it to the contest. And you can do that up to 3 times. And then you could win prizes, you could appear in the next Battle Zoo Bestiary, you can do lots of cool things. So make sure you check that out. Just go to rpgsuperstar.com, and you too can, become a famous monster author. Also, the pre-order store has opened. If you missed out on the Kickstarter for Battle Zoo Bestiary and all the other books, just go to battlezoo.com. And let me tell you, this thing is getting so big. I was working on probably a player's guide, and I went through the player's guide, and it was over 100 pages. So I realized, damn, man, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm not really in trouble. Okay, what I really mean is that you are going to get the biggest bang for your buck, because I originally thought, we'll just do an adventure. And it was going to be like level 1 through 10. And then we're like, well, let's do level 1 through 11. Well, then we need a whole bunch of ancestries. Oh, wait, then we have to tell everyone what the world is like. Oh, and then we have to go through the whole religious and god system. Oh, wait, and then we need a whole bunch of new archetypes. Oh, and then a whole bunch of new backgrounds. Oh, and then a whole bunch of new magic items. And let's add that all together, and it's 100 plus pages, and holy moly, okay, this is getting crazy. So there's a lot of information here. You're just going to get a ton of stuff. And of course, it's all being written by some of the best people in the industry. We are going through the stuff with a fine-tooth comb, and wait until you see the artwork. The artwork is ridiculous. I mean, I can't even get over this stuff. I'm looking at this, and I can't even believe how beautiful the artwork is. And, you know, I see a lot of these books, and what they do is they spend a lot on the cover, and then they have a couple of like full pages or half pages, and a lot of the spot art, you know, sometimes it's black and white, sometimes it's like, you know, okay at best. This, forget it. Everything's amazing. The spot art, amazing. There's no black and white. I don't have black and white in any of my books. All full color. I went absolutely crazy. I asked all the authors, like I said, give me every piece of art you have in your adventure. They did. I said, okay, that's good. Give me more. I want a picture of anything that appears. If it is in the adventure, I want a picture of it. I want pictures of everything. If you talk to one NPC, I want it in there. And they're doing it. They're giving me every single thing. I hate that when they list like 8 NPCs in Adventure Path and they show the pictures for like 2 of them. It drives me crazy. So I'm like, man, if there's 8 NPCs, you're getting 8 pieces of art, okay? Everyone, everything is going to be in this book. I'm talking about the Jewel of the Indigo Isle. This thing is going to be unbelievable. Trust me, this thing is going to be epic. We're doing things you've never, ever done. I went to the best writers. I said, look, we're going to break the machine. We're not breaking the mold. We're not even breaking the machine that makes the mold. I found a factory that makes the machines that make the molds, and I'm breaking that because we're going crazy on this thing. I told them we're going to do things that have never been done, ever. And I mean never done in a role-playing game. And they're being challenged, and they love it. I said, we're going to come up with these new systems, these new rules, new mechanics that I can't explain how, but I know for a fact they're going to work because they're based on other things that work. So we're just bringing other mechanics from other games into role-playing and mixing and matching, and we're putting chocolate into peanut butter, and you guys are all going to love it. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait to try it out and play it. I think it is going to just be a game changer. It's going to be great. Anyhow, check that out. Just go to battlezoo.com, and you too can pre-order the Battlezoo Bestiary, which should be out any day now. And you can order the Dragon Ancestry book, which Mark has written a lot of it, and so we really know how the dragons are going to work, and I think you're going to love it. And, of course, the Jewel of the Indigo Isle, which is going to be an entire world plus a massive, mega, awesome adventure path. I've said it before. It's Indiana Jones meets Pixar meets Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the easiest way to describe what this is. And it is becoming that. It is really becoming the best of all of those movies combined. I'm very excited. And a touch of Pirates of the Caribbean, just a touch. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last time we left off, you decided that you needed more blood. You managed to kill just about every single skin saw in here. You killed some demons. You killed some skin stitches. You killed Carvey, the flesh golem. You killed army ant swarms. So you thought, how hard could it be to go into a little 20 by 20 room and just face 3 people? How hard could it be? It turns out it was really hard. It turns out that you almost died, like really came close to death. And if it wasn't for the MVP, the violet fungus, you probably would have all been dead. So everyone give a round of applause to Violet Fungus. That's right.
Yay, Violet Fungus. Violet Fungus really overperformed. It did a lot more than I thought it was going to. I was very, very happy about that.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
How long do we have it for? Is it?
That's like, it's like all these spells are like a minute.
Okay, all right.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
So can we, like we hand wave healing, can we hand wave looting and just go down the inventory?
Yes and no.
Can we make rolls? Can we make rolls?
Well, here's the deal. Because
search?
you're not going to automatically find stuff. So here's also you still have a couple rooms left. So let's back up. Let's back up. So there's a few things. One, there's stacks of bodies, stacks and stacks and stacks of bodies out in the hall. So there's those. There's this room. Now these rooms are covered with gore and blood and viscera and so many other things. And don't forget, you even saw one of the skin saws had a nice chain necklace around his, neck. So it's not just hand wave, because you were looking for certain things. So we have to do a little bit. I will hand wave the bulk, but there's about 10% of you need to do what you want to do to find it. And there's also still rooms to discover and things behind those rooms and things in those rooms. So you tell me, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I wonder if we can get. I wonder if it's smart to just like narrate a procedure, that could give some indication as to whether or not we find everything that we want to find. Like we haul all of the bodies into that secret room and line them up, and then look when the bodies are moved, we search the rooms, and then search each body. Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms that you haven't even searched. And
there's a downstairs.
Chris Beamer is playing Lo Mang, an orc tiefling monk of the crane style.
well, that's a whole other thing.
Let's
and there's a
start with
room
this
to the
room.
east that you didn't even go into, and there's this room here that you didn't even go to, where like the junior grade people came from. So you got a lot of things to do. So there's no
so
hand
many
wave
things.
unless you want to leave it. The hand wave is you just leave it all behind. That's the hand wave.
So how are we doing
No.
healing? Like afterwards, I was away.
The hand wave that you can just hand wave heal if you want. I mean, it looks like everyone's in deep trouble and awfully hurt, but no one has any status effects on them, so you can spend some time. And can Basil do 4 at once?
I can do all 4 at once.
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
There you go. So you guys can just do that. Well, why don't we start the process? Here's the deal. You have about, 15 dead bodies with equipment on it. You have Violetta, who is second in command, who seems to have lots of interesting things on her. There's 2 skin saw murderers in this cell as well. There was also the screaming thing, but that was just a pile of gore, so you don't have to worry about that. Looking around, other than the 3 people you just killed, you don't see anything else of value in this room. So there's a start. You can check off 1 room if you just want to see what's on these 3 dead bodies. How about that?
Let's start with Violetta. She's like an important person, so
Sure.
Well, let me just get one bit of business out of the way. What's our sense of a random encounter chance? 0, reasonable, high. Because if we kind of clear this place out enough that we don't really have to, that we have time to, that would be like an hour to work, then that makes things easier. Because then we could just go by room and boom, 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 and then go to the next room, boom, 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 like that.
Medium. I meant the alarms were going off, and there's a grate that goes downstairs that is literally open to the lower level, to the pool of blood. So whoever was downstairs definitely heard something. So it's a question of, are they going to be coming in 5 minutes to investigate, or are they going to be coming in an hour, a few hours?
So would it be smart for us to first take a couple actions, take a few minutes to barricade choke point doors, to lock ourselves off, so anybody that's entering our workspace, we get some warning, and then proceed?
No. Let's just pick up these bodies. This is Swiss cheese. We have no idea. Like, look at the map. There's
I'm looking at the map, and it looks like
we've unexplored doors north, west, and east, and probably the south.
Proposition.
Oh, I see.
Let's start at the north end and work our way backwards as we work towards the safe room if we need to go back, retreat back there.
And just go and just try and be as fast as we can.
And if we hear anybody coming, then we retreat to the safe room.
Okay.
Right. So Basil and Gomez, you guys heal up while we search these bodies.
I will happily do that.
Okay.
Okay. You search the bodies, and Violetta has 3 daggers, 1 leather armor, 1 silver religious symbol for Norgobur, a skin saw mask, a very nice one, I might add, a very nice short sword, and, well, that's it on her. The other 2 chaps have, they also have very nice short swords with runes on them. You know they're magical. They also have leather armor. They also have daggers. They also have silver religious symbols of Norgobur. They also have skin saw masks. They also have war razors, and that's pretty standard. But one of them has a chain that Basil is quite certain would go on that statue of Mr. Farfel, or whatever his name was.
Farfignugan.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot of crap. Wait, Chris, are you by any chance making notes?
I'm making notes.
I will
All right,
put it
so
in
you're
chat.
keeping an inventory?
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, I'll put it in chat, too, to help you out.
Gray Hawken.
Are we in a position to investigate the daggers or the short swords or
Yeah, I mean,
recognize what that is? I don't know if that takes...
I mean, Basil can do
Well,
that.
keep in mind, I can now identify things in 6 seconds. Or attempt
that's
attempt to
really cool.
identify things in 6 seconds.
No,
That's really
I
cool.
refuse. I absolutely refuse to let you do that.
That's really
Okay.
cool.
In that case, you need to describe what you do in the 6 seconds, if you're going to do it that quick.
I look at my character sheet and realize that I'm a master at Arcana.
Nice.
You wanna-
stink.
Would it
Okay.
be a good idea to initially just make 2 categories, 2 piles, and there's things that we want to investigate, and there's just general loot that we're just going to leave in general loot, and then after we get to a stopping point, take all the stuff that's worthy of investigation, investigate it all.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just do. He can do it in 6 seconds. Just do the stuff.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
Let's do the magic stuff.
Or just go through right now. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm doing the healing and people just bring stuff over me. Oh, that's a +1. That's a...
Yeah, it used to be 10 minutes, and it's
Dude,
then
it's
it
like
went.
fucking Antiques Roadshow.
Believe it or not, he can get it down to 2
Love that
seconds. He actually can
That's
get
true.
it
If
down.
I'm legendary, I can actually do that, yeah.
He
That-
can
that
literally
is
just
amazing.
look at it. Basil looks, and he knows right away that the skin saw masks, they actually are magical, by the way, but they're terrible. There's 2 +1 short swords, and there's 1 +1 striking short sword, and that was Violetta's, which is why she was doing so much damage. And the chain does have magic on it. Ooh. Do you wish to try to identify it?
Yeah, though I think we still probably want to put Farfignugan to rest.
Well, we'll
Rather than keep it
see,
for
because it
ourselves.
might be really good. He looks at it for 6 seconds, and then his eyebrows go up, or at least what's left of him, because he's been plucked so many times, I think he needs
I
a...
think my eyebrows were cut off in the last fight.
you have, like, nothing left of you.
I'm like Daffy Duck after all his feathers have been blown off.
I will give it to you, and then you, Mr. Basil, can tell everyone else what it is, and you can decide whether or not you keep it or give it away. Oops, that's the wrong thing.
Apparently, it's 3 daggers, 1 leather armor, a silver... No.
That is what you find. So, this is a 3-foot length of chain, and it seems to be made out of mystical blue-white steel.
Oh, sorry, I was
Yeah,
gonna...
it's quite heavy. I'm just giving the description while you read it. It's quite heavy, and it's obviously giving off magic, and one of these skin saws was just wearing it, for bling. But
Alright, here it is.
after Basil looks at it, he's like...
radioactive.
You can wrap this chain around an item or creature. If a ghost or of 9th level or lower is bound to the item or creature via its rejuvenation ability, it cannot rejuvenate if it's destroyed. This chain can't impede a ghost's rejuvenation that's tied to an area, only to an item or creature. At the GM's discretion... Well, we won't worry about the GM's discretion. So it sounds like maybe you would place this on the statue and it would keep Fussy Budget from regenerating.
That's probably the safest thing to try. It sounds like a lot safer than trying to put it on the actual ghost.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the other option. Would be like wait for him to regenerate and then try to put it on him while we're fighting him. I mean,
And how much is it? How much is it worth?
on the other hand, it is worth 650 gold.
That's the sell price?
Huh.
Yeah, so we would get, if we wanted to sell it, we'd get 325 for it.
Oh.
Chaotic greedy.
It's
Yet.
also fairly heavy. It's bulk 2. So
I would vote to return it to its rightful place. I
Yeah.
mean, this is
Yeah.
I think
This
we
is-
should put the gentleman to rest. I think.
Yeah, and it's a relic from what's his name? The god, the good god.
Aridin.
Yeah, Aridin. It's a relic from Aridin. Aridin was a very good god. We like that.
Stolen property. Return stolen property.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it for this room that you can find that's worth anything. So, on to the next rooms, I guess.
Maybe the little barracks
Alright.
to the left would be a choice, or
You guys should heal up again. You're wandering around the dungeon. 2 guys still not healing.
oh, I thought we were gonna do the hand
yeah.
waving heal while we were doing that.
Right.
But
Is that done
Well,
now?
I mean,
Is that
so
done?
give yourself some health.
Sure, yeah, I can say it's done. Everyone's healed up enough. Alright, you go back into the main hallway. There's the bloodletting hall. And there's the doorway to the left, the west, where
how do we
the
feel about the left?
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it.
initiates were.
I think that's going to be empty.
Yeah.
Okay. You go into that room. Let's see what you find.
There should be a whole bunch of bodies outside this
There
door.
This tight corridor seems to double back on itself. Spewed all about the floor and alcoves are bedrolls and sleeping pallets, while makeshift hammocks hang from the walls at random intervals. A foul stench wafts along a breeze coming from the northern wall.
Huh. Dougie's gonna search. He's gonna go to the west end of this loop. And he's gonna search these walls. There's some symmetry going on. Unless there's a door there that I can't see. The map doesn't show any doors. I'm looking for doors.
I'm gonna take a peek out towards Stinky Land up north.
Okay, so Stinky Land, you can see that is... Looks like it... Hold on a second. Yeah, it looks like that is a small hole, and it looks like they throw all their refuge and other junk and things, foulness down that.
Oh, so it's their trash receptacle / bathroom.
Yes, exactly. It's like the trash receptacle bathroom, because then it like falls into the depths. It's like there's a little ledge and then it falls down. So you smell whatever has been piling up below, and it's wafting into this place. Dougie, to the east, you see a blood-stained, tattered tapestry hung on the eastern wall of the western side of the hallway. It is the only, kind of nice thing in here. Everything else is kind of gross. There's not really that many decorations, but that you do notice.
And the tapestry is to the west or the east of me?
The east of you.
Okay. I will open that because that's probably a barracks.
You pull the tapestry aside, and the wall behind the tapestry looks ordinary enough, but you notice that there's dark holes that dot the surfaces and go all the way through the wall.
Uh-oh. Alright, so I'm going to check for traps. Those are dart holes, probably.
You check for traps. You do not think there's any traps, but you hear something bizarre.
I listen to whatever is bizarre.
If you listen really carefully, and everyone's really, really quiet,
I can hear Gomez breathing.
you can hear music.
Oh, that's creepy.
Ew.
Guys, we got music here. This could be, Boy, this is where the guards came from. Is there anything on the west wall? I'm checking the west wall.
Yeah, you check the west wall. There's nothing there.
Alright.
And this doesn't look like an actual door. There's nothing there, but you can actually look into it a little, and you see it's like a small hallway that goes maybe about 10 feet to the east, and you see a ladder on the floor.
Oh dear. Okay, so, and it goes down?
Yes.
Okay. So that's another. All right. So that's how we die. This is where we go to if we want to go down. Okay. So that's we.
Is that a secret door?
Yeah. Well.
It's not a secret door. There's little holes in the wall, and you can hear very faintly music coming from below where the ladder goes down into. It's literally just holes in a wall.
Wait a minute. Does somebody have some like gaseous, a potion of gaseous or ability of gaseous?
No.
I seem to think someone had that.
Well, there's
I
that
think
mist
it-
form.
yeah,
There's that
the
mist
mist
form
form.
potion, but that only gives you kind of concealment. It's not
Yeah.
like natural
Oh.
gaseous.
All right. Well, shoot. Do you have a minion, Seth? Gomez? Does Gomez have a minion that could go through that?
I actually do have the capacity for one more minion. Hold on a second.
Ooh!
I have exactly one slot left for summon elemental.
How about that?
Second level spell.
How long do those elementals last?
Not very long.
I mean, all we need to do is
10
have.
minutes maybe?
Oh, it could be 1 minute. We need to just send them down that ladder, down that hole, and come back and report. Do they have any means of communication to you? They might
Yeah, they talk.
be stupid. Do they?
Yep.
Oh, it's recon force.
Remember
Here we
the
go.
guy? Remember the guy who put out the fire?
Yes, I do. I remember
Like
him
that.
saving my ass. I don't remember conversationally.
Remember the guy?
if he
Remember
was-
the guy that helped us rob the bank, where he took my
Oh.
little chest and went in there and loaded
right.
it all up.
Let's get
Give me
that
that.
guy. That guy was a rock solid.
Rock solid dude.
Cool
Okay,
guy.
what flavor was he? I forget. Here, hold on a second.
Well, one guy was. Oh wow.
What, the water method?
Yeah, the water method.
Oh, the
we don't
water
need.
method.
We need an air one, I think.
Yeah. Here, hold on a second. I got it. I'm like looking up the spell here to get it.
I mean, if there's little holes here, this actually might be the back way in.
All right, so let's see. We have our choices of air Memphit, earth Memphit, fire Memphit, and water Memphit.
Well, air is probably the one that makes most sense. I don't know if they can go through those small holes though.
Let's take a look. Where is he? He is size small. I don't know if that's small enough.
These are pinholes. These are
All
like
right, yeah, that's
they're,
no
yeah,
good.
they're not.
That's
That's
no good.
they're literally. There's a lot of them. There's a whole bunch of like pinholes.
Does it look like a trap?
No,
Now, somebody probably uses this as a gaseous, this is basically their pass through an area. If they're being pursued or they're evading, they can get through this. I bet you have the potion of gaseous form on
I
them.
suspect vampire.
Earth Memphit
oh,
does
that's
have
true,
meld
yeah.
into stone, and so it can travel through stone.
that should work.
So you want me to summon up an
Yeah.
Earth Memphit, have a little conversation with him?
Yeah, send them down there.
Well, send him in the room. I'm curious. Maybe there's a latch or something on the other side.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it a shot. All right, so I cast Summon Elemental and summon an Earth Memphit. He needs a good name.
Little Earth method appears. It's like, hello, master.
Yeah, was the other guy Zarathoth the Magnificent? One of them.
Yes,
I think
you,
one of
you
them
had a
was
whole
the-
bunch of fancy names for all of them.
Yeah, the Boiler of Kettles, the Teapot Terror. I think he was the Water Memphit. This one has to be. That's a cold Memphit. This is good. Aglofax, Prince of Pungency, the viscous one, the forever stain. I think that is perfect for him. Aglofax. What do we want Aglofax to do?
We want him to go down. Let's see. Go down for 3 minutes as far as he can, and report all the what he sees. Like we want to intel on monsters, right? Of humans, especially like bound humans being tortured or something.
Okay, so I say Aglofax. Can you go down the passageway that these holes lead to for 3 minutes and come back and tell us what you've encountered?
He looks at you and just shakes his head, and then he talks back, and it sounds like rocks grating
Boo.
against each other.
Because he's speaking Terran and we don't speak Terran. Do we have does anybody here like have a language, understand languageness?
Negative.
Probably.
It doesn't speak common also?
Nope.
He just speaks Common.
Damn.
You have a comprehend language scroll.
I do?
Is that for
Basil
written, though?
does.
I don't.
Yeah, I know Basil
Do
has
we still
some-
have that? Or
I think Basil has something he can understand.
I thought we had to use that to talk to the Roper way back when. I didn't know that we were. I don't know that we were fresh.
I think you got a new one. Yeah, I think you did. You have a level 3 comprehend language scroll still.
And is that two-way communication?
Level 3 would be two-way communication.
All right, is it worth blowing that for this little scouting mission?
We'll probably never use it for anything else. I mean, it's up to you guys. It's not a scroll that I can use.
We're gonna cash in loot. How much does it cost? It's basically just how much does it cost to buy another one.
30. They're 30 gold.
I guess we can use it. I mean,
All right, so do you do it? You do it. You do it?
yeah, I'm just seeing if it can be cast on somebody else or if it's only on me.
Ah,
It targets one creature. You can cast it on anyone you want.
All right, then I will cast it on Gomez,
Okay.
okay.
so you can talk to your minion.
You can
Hello,
now-
minion. Hello.
And then you realize you
Agloflax.
accidentally you gave him the wrong language. You're like, no, I'm not Abyssal Terran. Oh,
Oh no, I'm speaking Pig Latin. Agloflax. Can you go down this passage where these little holes lead for 3 minutes and then come back and report what you've encountered?
yes, master. You speak excellent Terran.
How long does this comprehend languages last? I'm sorry.
1 hour.
Oh, good. Yeah. Go.
He like burrows right through the wall. Actually, he goes like right on the ground and just disappears. Yeah. You got 3 minutes to kill. What do you do?
More looting, more searching.
You're looking around the sleeping hall. There's nothing of value in this place. It obviously was where they slept. And it's, pretty disgusting. But there's nothing here other than the occasional dirty clothing and, flea-infested pillow.
This is actually terrible. I have to amend my orders. I was like, Flex, wait. When I said 3 minutes, I mean 30 seconds, as fast as you can, and then come back. Because I can sustain him for up to 1 minute.
10 minutes did sound like a long time.
Disappear and he never comes back again. So we'll say he comes back quite quickly. You only have a few seconds left between all of that. And
All right, so did you encounter any creatures?
yes. Many creatures.
Tell us quickly.
And then he vanishes.
Oh, no. Tell us quickly. What did you encounter?
There's a room with very, very loud sound coming. It was excruciating, and there was these 2 very big creatures made of skin and big sword arms, and this one little creepy creature sewing skin together, and then he disappears.
It's like right before he disappears, I'm like, quick, you two guys start sparring. We have to get into combat mode, so 6 seconds lasts for 2 hours for conversational purposes.
Well, you got enough. That was more than enough. So yes, that's what he tells you.
All right, so that's it then.
So Basil notices that the wall is actually pretty weak. That it's not a door, but between the holes and all of the earth gliding, it could probably be smashed through pretty easily.
I'll point that out, but I don't think we necessarily want to do that because then it'll just alert whoever is below to our presence.
Yeah, I agree. I see our primary concern right now is looting.
Yeah, looting
and getting out and recovering. And anything else is a note. Anything else is just a note for later. A pin. Put a pin in it for later.
We need to clear this whole level.
Okay, other than that, there's nothing else that you see in that area. And you can go back to the main area.
Yeah. We rifle through those bodies. We're not leaving any bodies
Unrifled.
Yeah. I'm looking for the
Greyhawk.
I don't want to say untouched because that's kind of creepy, but
Wait, what about this to the
Greyhawk.
north? Did we go to the north here? No.
No, we didn't go there. Honestly, we got traps.
Oh, this area to the north, yeah, that's Basil looked at it. That's sort of like the bathroom.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you're in, one room at a time because there is a little bit of things. So which room do you want to do? You want to do the Bloodletting Hall. Is that where you want to go next? And there's a room to the north over here that you haven't been to.
Ping the map where the Bloodletting Hall is.
The Bloodletting Hall is the Grate of Blood that is covered with meat hooks, and there's, things falling down.
Seems like we're there.
Yeah, you're right
Yeah,
there.
but we didn't really explore it because we got jumped right into a fight.
Right.
Yeah, you didn't really
this
explore
is
it.
what we want to check out.
Yeah, I'll take a peek down and see what I can see.
You see something.
Okay.
You see something quite
Looking
quite
back
obvious.
up at me.
No. But you can use your perception.
Let's do it.
Do you want to know what you're seeing?
I'll roll perception. I do.
Your perception sucks. You get some blood in your eye.
16. That's awesome. That's about
terrible.
double digits.
That's a terrible perception.
Dougie, I'll show you.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah, Dougie, I'll do it. Dougie, I'll do it.
I know, but anything double digits, I'm happy about.
How are you so cursed, Chris? How is
I
it
don't
every
know.
single roll?
Here comes Dougie's. Oh my god! I rolled a 1 and got a 17.
Wow.
Dougie can't see through the bubbles of blood that are caking.
We don't need
The
to do
grate?
that. We can look later. That's
Ew.
disgusting.
Okay.
I would like to look again.
You can look again.
Gomez,
Oh,
look
can
down
you?
here.
I
course.
don't know if I want to know. Not loot. We care about loot. Not loot. Pin in that.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
Lomang finally, and Dougie
Oh,
too.
there's a 36.
Wow, that's roll. Look, everyone's rolling. Everyone's like started to peek down there. Before you couldn't quite get an angle, but now you get the angle, and you can see. You look down, and 20 feet below, you see a bubbling pool of half-congealed blood that takes up an enormous room, but it looks like it's about 30 feet long and 20 feet wide. And it appears to be at least several feet deep. But what is the most striking thing is that you see someone in the pool. It's not just one person, it's a few people.
Oh no. Are they alive?
Oh yeah, it looks like they're bathing in the pool of blood.
Oh god.
Hot tub party.
It's a hot tub
Wow.
party.
These guys are evil.
What do you do? Do you want to look more closely?
Well,
Yeah, what are they? What kind of creatures?
my perception is 36. That's my roll.
Everyone looks, and you see. You can look in handouts, and I will tell you what you see. In the pool of blood, it's hard to tell because they look so much like the blood. You see 4 creatures that look like they're flayed humans that have all their blood vessels exposed. It looks like the screaming thing you saw before, but unlike that one, which was in terrible shape, these look perfect. They literally look like humanoids that have all their skin removed and their blood vessels are flowing sort of like snakes in and out of their body. And there's 4 of them, and they appear to be guarding a very, very large woman who is literally relaxing in the blood, almost as if she is meditating.
Wow.
They look a little like pain.
You see
We got to come back and kill that.
Yeah.
You see a enormous woman. She is. Let me see if I can give agency to the description. Hold on a second. Yes, she's an absolutely massive woman, probably nearly 7 feet tall, almost like an orc, if you will. But she's definitely humanoid. She is covered in spikes and rings and cleavers and chains. And she's literally just sitting and bathing in the blood, while the other 4 creatures are just standing around her, almost as guards. And that is what you see below you. And there's a
Wow.
picture in handouts of what she looks like.
She's got a big hook thing and a chain.
She's got fangs. It's very vampire-ish. Wow.
Wow.
All right. Well, let's. She's got the war razor. I can see that. Oh man, she's got the hook.
And the things that were guarding her, have we seen those? They look like skin saw.
Yeah, the ones above. You've never seen these before. That's the one above her. It's the filleted humans with blood vessels,
Man.
Just undulating out of them.
Wow.
Well, that'll be a preview of.
Can I do an occultism check to see if I know anything about what sort of benefits one might be trying to get from bathing in blood like this?
Sure. Well, you can tell that these are obviously members of Norgarbur, and you aren't exactly sure why they're doing this, but it looks like that this is a blood pool that might have some supernatural powers. You're not sure, but you would have to guess that this blood was let in Norgarbur's name, and it probably gives them some powers of some sort.
Oh, I have some plans for these people. These people are evil. I have some.
Yeah.
Am I going to go shopping? Oh, how I'm going to go shopping.
I have a feling whatever those plans are, I think I like them. I think I'm on board with them.
Oh, I've got
Are you going to arrest them?
Yeah. Well, well, maybe. I'll arrest what's left of them.
You are a police officer. Police officer has rules.
Does the plan rhyme with fireball? By
Yeah. It's going to involve impurifying that blood pool with probably a flammable liquid, I would say. I'm going to use my own. I have a skill. I'm going to see if I can tell what type of creature she is. I believe I have an occult.
Yeah, sure. You look carefully. She's human. She's just an enormous human. That's it. Nothing special.
Really?
Although, obviously, worshipping Norgarbur has probably given her some special abilities.
She's not undead. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's good information. All right. Well, I still have my shopping list ready. It's going to be fun.
All right. Well, this is definitely for another day. I think. What do we see north? We don't really want to draw her attention.
Yeah, ironically, she definitely heard everything going on up here, but it looks like she is just relaxing in her blood spa with her 4 buddies, and that's it. That's all you can see here. The blood, by the way, appears to be at least 3 feet deep. So it's a massive pool. Massive.
I don't want to go north. This could be encounters. I feel like it could be encounters. What do you guys think?
I wonder if this is the Skinner. I mean, the Skinner is supposed to be female. I mean, always guarded. Actually, part of the info dump we got from the defector says on the lower level, guarded by flayed humanoids with exposed muscles.
So there it is.
So this is the Skinner.
That's the Skinner. All right, let's see what's up here.
Sorry, I went back and read our notes while we were thinking about all this.
Lomang. Lomang, you did it. You went into the room.
Oh, yeah, why?
That's okay. This is what he sees. It's a good one. Oh, it's a good room, Lomang. I'm proud of
scared.
you. I'm proud of you.
I'm not scared.
4 blood-stained stone slabs hoisted on 3-foot-tall stone legs occupy the center of this crumbling square chamber. To the south, someone has carelessly tossed together a pile of fine clothing, flimsy paperback books, scraps of parchment, and bits of jewelry. In the southeastern corner, a jagged 2-foot-wide hole in the wall, its perimeter filth-stained and speckled with dried refuge, appears to descend into the darkness. A corridor leads to the west before branching, which is where you came from, and a wife hall. A wife hall? I never heard that before. A wife hall leads to another room to the east. You'll also see, and you've seen this before, one of these little dig widgets. This was the thing that was trying to break into the bank vault, but it actually, instead of having lots of bank robbing accessories, it seems to have a broom and mop, and it's just mindlessly trying to clean up the copious amounts of gore on the floor.
I like that they actually have someone cleaning up.
They have a Roomba. That's right.
Nice.
A Roomba.
Roomba of the damned.
Yeah, Roomba for blood.
That door to the west of me, we've been into that room, yes?
You can open it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Violetta's room.
Oh, right, okay.
There you go. Violetta's room.
Okay. I tell these guys, hey, there's one of those widgets. It's a construct that's in here. It seems to be cleaning. This room is nothing else in here except for refuse.
Yeah, I'm all about leaving things be.
Yeah.
You see a pile of fine clothing, books, parchment, and jewelry in the
I
in the
like
south.
that. I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to look anywhere that doesn't have a body loot and not mess
I
with
thought
anything
the
we
plan
haven't
was
messed
to
with.
completely look over this whole level and then go home.
I have one first level spell slot left. Like I think we're done with all the blood. It's kind of awful to say bleeding encounters, but
Well,
I feel very
grab
down
that
about that.
stuff and run out of the room.
It's a huge pile.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a huge pile. Oh, okay.
Like, don't we have a whole other section south of us to loot?
Yeah, but we got 2 people in
Well,
there.
we're already in here, and it doesn't seem like it's reacting to us. Do you want to go through the pile real quick?
Just don't
Yes.
make a mess. Don't make
Go
a
through the
mess
pile.
because that thing will go aggro if you make a mess.
Yeah, the
nice
the
and
dig
tidy.
widget is literally just trying to clean up. This appears to be a processing chamber of some sort, and this looks like where there's a lot of. This is just appears to be where they sort of take the bodies and take off all their clothes and their other items, dump them here, and then there seems to be a chute in the southeast corner that's absolutely revolting, and it looks like that is where they throw various body parts down.
Ugh. All right, I'm gonna search for traps over here.
Okay.
Okay, it's a stairway.
Yes, you find a stairway going down to the east, and it's a spiral stairwell.
All right, it's more
Okay.
stairs to death.
Stairway to hell.
It is. Basil, you see down that chute. It's just filled with body parts, waste, rotten food, and every other horrific thing you can
Ugh.
think of.
All right, I'm going to get away from that. I'm going to help Lomang look through the pile of stuff.
Okay,
Look, I
so
found gems. I found jewelry. I found a diamond. Look at that.
okay, you're going through it. It's a huge pile of clothes, and these obviously belong to some of the victims that they've been kidnapping and processing here. It's everything from beggar clothes to nice clothes and so forth. You would probably want to at least get some of these and maybe bring them back for the evidence locker, or at least throw them maybe into your bag of holding. You would know that the gray cloaks in your precinct would want as much evidence of who was taken, especially if you return it to their family
Yeah.
members.
That's a good idea.
So you
like
do
it.
see small pieces of jewelry, but you do know that that is probably off limits. That should go to the family members. So that should just probably all go into a bag of holding if you want to.
Yeah, so let's just dump everything into the bag.
Yeah,
of holding.
scoop up as much of this as possible.
Right.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on the dig widget while we do it.
The dig widget is literally ignoring you. It's literally just going around and just cleaning up.
I don't know. It might freak out if we take its stuff.
True. It appears to be mostly broken, and it's in kind of bad shape. And Basil can see, like, it could fight, but not very efficiently. It seems to have literally just been replaced as a cleaning servant.
Does it look evil at all?
It's a construct.
It's a construct
I
that
know.
has no look to it.
All right,
It's R2D2. Does R2D2 look evil?
it's cute.
He's actually good.
Yeah.
Where else? I think we've done this
Oh
whole
no!
map, right?
Oh no!
What are we missing?
We got plenty of stuff. We got
A lot of stuff to the south.
all right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
southwest.
Lot of stuff to the south.
Yeah, this is where the ants. We still haven't even searched the bodies where those ant swarms came from.
Well, to the south of Dougie is the armory.
Yeah, the armory
And-
we haven't searched. We have.
Yeah, there's a ton of cubicles in here, and there's just a lot in this place.
Right,
Plus,
so
there's all the
the
dead
armory.
bodies. So yes, the 15 by 20 foot chamber. It appears to be the armory. There's cubbies in here, and it looks like there are some items in some of the various cubbies and cupboards. Let's see. It's literally like camp. Remember, like, you'd go to camp and you have like a little hole, or you go to a party and the kids would like put their shoes in there and, like, you know, their stuff. And then you go like to the party and then you come back. That's what it is. It's literally where they put their stuff.
It's a cubby hole.
It's cubby holes. In front of you, Lo Mang, you see a sickle that's leaning against the cubby's back wall. And on the cubby, it literally has the name of it, and the name is Gubbs. It's Gubbs sickle. You also see, let's see, there's some
Search
vials,
the Gubbs. Yeah, we went Gubbs.
Tanglefoot bags, there's talismans, there's potions, there's weapons, armor. There's a lot here. Tons and stuff.
We take all that stuff.
I hope we didn't accidentally kill Gubbs.
No, Gub. Oh, that's true. Well, what's in Gubb's stuff? I want to see. There might be some mention of where he trapped things, like a list of where not for Gubbs to go.
Yeah, as I said, there's a sickle out of Gubb's cubbyhole, and it's magical. You can tell right away. There's some other things in there.
What's the magic? Is it +1 blade?
Do you take it? You have to take it.
+1 striking.
Yeah, I take it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. As soon as you take it, the trap goes off as there was a hidden string connected to a stack of bricks above, and pulling it out causes the cubby to collapse on itself and hit everyone in that area. Who's that? Basil, Lo Mang, and Dougie. Gomez is off in the corner. You guys all fell for it. Remember Gubbs? He was in charge of the traps.
That's why I went into there,
And
because I figured there'd be...
He doesn't want anyone touching his stuff.
Well, guys, I found the trap.
Everyone give me a reflex save.
Now I get a bonus for
You do.
avoiding traps.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
get a
so
huge
I'm
bonus.
just-
Lo Mang. Oh man, you just
Wow. Don't dodge out of the way.
you dodge out of the way. You don't get hit by a stick. Oh!
I'm gonna re-roll that.
your hero point is you got a 1.
Yeah, that's a critical fail.
Critical failure.
Oh, that's a little better. That's a little better.
Okay. You originally almost got hit in the face with a brick, but you dodge out of the way. Lo Mang, you dodge out of the way and take 0 damage.
Nice.
Now, Basil, you're not quite as fast, so you take half damage as a few bricks just pummel you and take some more feathers off of you. You take 10 points of damage. It's not that bad. And the good news is the trap seems to have been set off, and the sickle is now safe to take. So there
Screw
you
you,
go.
Gubbs.
Great. So I take the sickle.
Okay, you have a sickle. You do a little bit of greyhawking. There's a lot in here. It looks like it's going to be like 20 bulk worth of equipment if you try to take it all.
Wow.
Oh, you know what? We have that bag. We got that bag.
Yeah, but it's running out of room. A bag of holding does not hold that much.
Yeah, how much does a bag of holding hold?
You definitely, a bag of holding is 25 bulk, and you guys definitely got stuff in there, so...
I have a chest. A feather token chest. That is
Oh.
an additional 10 bulk. if
Oh,
we need it.
really?
Yes.
Nice.
You got
Dougie can carry quite a bit.
you
Dougie
got
can
a
carry
feather
a lot.
token for everything.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm waiting
Fair
for
enough.
the day. I'm waiting for the day when the tree legitimately comes into play. I'm waiting for that day. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it will happen eventually.
Oh, it will. But I will say that, yeah, I mean, it's normally I wouldn't be a stickler, but the 20 bulk is it's basically you're taking an armory, so you definitely need some place to put
So
this stuff.
I can carry a lot. Dougie thinks he can carry a lot. I
can carry 14 bulk.
Yeah, but how much bulk do you
Okay.
have on you already?
5. So that's 9.
You have no way you have 5 bulk on you. There's no way.
Yeah, I have 5 bulk. I don't have anything.
So back to the original question: do you identify the sickle, Jason?
Yes, I do.
It is.
Muttering at Gubbs under my breath, but yes.
It is a +1 striking sickle.
All right.
All right.
Sickles, by the way, do sick damage, but I don't know if anyone can use
Sickle
them.
damage.
They do sickle cell anemia damage. You also notice, I'm just going to give it to you because they're so easy. The DCs are literally like almost free for you, Jason. Or Basil, should I say?
Fair enough.
3 moderate alchemist fires. 3 moderate tanglefoot bags. 1 moderate healing potion. There's 1 potion, which you're not sure of, but let's see. Actually, you're supposed to have alchemy to identify potions, so I don't know if you could identify potions.
Well, I've drunken
you have
so
crafting,
many
right?
potions.
Yeah, I have crafting.
Oh yeah, you can do it. That's a potion of quickness. And then you find something really cool. You find 2 of these. I will text them to you. You find these 2 black strands of leather that's tied to look like a peace knot. And these are magical.
Paste knot? What is a paste knot?
Peace knot.
Oh, peace knot. Oh,
Peace knot.
what's a peace knot?
Yeah, what is a beast knot?
I don't know,
That's some
Google
hippie
it.
thing.
Some hippie thing.
They were popular in the 60s.
A peace knot is literally a peace symbol in the form of a knot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think it was one
Hippie
of like those Celtic multi-layered knot type thing symbols.
Sure.
What is that? Never heard of that. 2 black leather strands.
Well, Jason, I sent it to you. What
It's
it is.
basically it's a talisman that can add bleed damage to a creature. If you damage a flat-footed creature using the weapon and or an expert with the weapon, you can add bleed damage by using the talisman.
Is that a one-time thing? Or
Yes.
is that... Oh.
It's a talisman,
consumable.
so it's a single-use thing.
Yeah, I don't know how talismans work.
If you have the twist the knife feat, the talisman instead deals persistent damage, bleed damage equal to your sneak attack damage.
You need to be an expert with the
Yeah.
with the weapon that you're attaching to. It's called a murderer's knot, and basically all these talismans is one-time buffs. For your
On the other hand,
weapons.
they sell for 66 gold.
Yeah, that's
So-
what we're
That's
talking.
good.
All right, cool. Anything else?
And let's see. Otherwise, the mundane weapons and armor that weighs 20 bulk, and you could just stuff that in your sack and go. And that is all you find. Oh, there's bricks. Do you want to bring the bricks?
How much bricks? How many bricks?
Enough bricks to
The breaker back.
to cause 4d6 plus 10 bludgeoning damage.
More bricks than the strongest man can carry. I think this room is the only room to the west by these doors where we put the beat down on those demons.
What was it? And there was nothing in that room to the east?
Well, that's the way out. We'll go that way out.
Okay. All right. Yep, I'm for it.
That is the corridor that has fine gravel spewed across the floor. And this is where there is 6 matching chairs, low shelves covered with boxes. And this is where they were playing cards. And you see Absalom-themed Harrow cards. And they are now all over the floor because, well, you interrupted them in their game. So, there you go.
May have interrupted them with a fireball, so
Yeah.
they may be a little singed.
Yeah, these are probably all...
The shelves in the alcove are stacked with boxes, baskets, and buckets.
While everybody is working, I absolutely use prestidigitation to gather up the cards and do card tricks.
Nice.
There's a lot of boxes, baskets, and buckets. So this is going to take a little while if you want to go through it all, but there's a fair
Take a
amount.
little while then. We're going to go through it.
Okay.
We don't have to be neat in this area. We can do it. We can give it what is the search term for police when they go through the house? I don't know. Anyway,
Sweet
we're gonna
and clear?
search. Yeah, something like that. I forget
Okay,
the
you
term.
just start taking them and dumping them on the floor, and you dump it
yeah.
on the table and sort through it.
Yeah.
Dougie, pick a card. Pick a card. Pick a card.
Pick one in the middle.
It is the Hanged Man.
Oh no.
It's not?
Is that your card?
I don't want it to be the Hanged Man. That doesn't sound like a good tarot card. No, this one's the Paradise. I got Paradise.
Oh, man, I got to work on that trick.
You start dumping it out, and it's a complete mishmash of junk. There's like scraps of fabric, there's nails.
Ooh, nails.
Yeah, there's like tools in here. It is a complete mishmash of everything you would find in your junk drawer. And the boxes, baskets, and buckets are completely filled. It's like Bed Bath & Beyond, only this one is boxes, baskets, and buckets. So there you go.
Does anyone have detect magic? I don't know how it works.
Not me.
Yeah, it was in
I
Battle
don't
have like
have it.
6 seconds, whatever.
That's identify an item that's already been identified as magic. Not necessarily.
I have the read aura, so if it has an aura, we can put 2 and 2 together.
Yes. After dumping it out for about 10 minutes, you find a couple of things that are giving off some auras.
Oh, God. This is the best ever.
All right,
I
so
love this room.
I say these things have auras, Basil, and
All right, I'll start taking a look at them.
I
yeah.
want everything in this room.
The identify-o-matic.
You
Because the
find
nails aren't nailed down.
I'm taking the nails with me. There's a brown sack, and inside the brown sack, you find a dust of disappearance.
Ooh.
You also find what looks like a battered, muddy serving platter, but it's actually a
Serving platter.
spine shields. 5 jagged spines protect the surface of the steel shield. The spines are a +1 striking shield. So you can... Oh, this thing's pretty cool. You can actually use this to do damage to people who attack you. It's a spiked shield. Magical spiked shield.
So
here.
none of us can use that.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. How much is that?
360 gold pieces.
Oh, that's what we like. Yes.
And the spines on the shield, they regenerate. So what happens is you use shield block, and the spines take damage before the shield does. And when the shield would take damage, 1 spine snaps off per 6 damage, reducing damage by 6. So let's see.
It's like a porcupine.
Yeah, it's like a porcupine. So the shield takes damage before... The spines take damage before the shields do. And you can also shoot one of the spines from the shield into a target. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. I wish I used shields.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I never saw that before. Spined shield.
I'm going to FedEx it to Brixley in the other game.
There you go.
Yes. So, okay.
You also find a Grim Trophy Talisman, but those are Diamond Dozen. You found those before.
I
It's
think
like a
that
little
does it for this
shrunken
room.
head.
And I believe I closed this door. You know what? This door was broken down, wasn't it?
Yes, that doors was broken down. And that is leading to the main area that you've been. That's where the guards were stationed.
I'm going to jump through the door.
You jump
if
through
it's-
the front of the door.
Yeah.
And let's see,
And
the
jump
balcony
over
cliff.
The trap.
Yep, this is the balcony cliff. This appears to be the front door. And there's a huge rocky ledge, plus some rough stairs. And it looks like this is where they were guarding, because it's open to outside the elements, where anyone can sneak in or jump in like you could have, if you remember. But everyone's dead. No more people.
Wasn't this like a chasm, like the abyss or something?
Yeah, that's the chasm
Oh,
that goes to the Starstone Citadel.
okay. So, is there any like banners or things lying around on the ground that might be have an
No.
aura?
No, there's nothing here.
Okay.
It looks like you've done a pretty good job. You've Greyhawked the rooms, and now
I
it's
jumped
all
through
left.
the door.
All that's left is, well, the good old bodies.
We go through the bodies. Do you want to do one room at a time, or how's the easiest way you want to go?
I'm just going to tell you.
Okay.
So, on the murderers,
Bless you.
you find 5+1 short swords, 5 leather armors, 10 daggers, 5 silver religious symbols of Norgabur, 5 skin saw masks, 5 war razors. On the seamers, those are the seamstresses that you killed. You find they all have the same thing. It's all a combination of razors, masks, and daggers. It's like everything you find is that combination of things. So there you go. And it's just going to be worth money. Money.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing to note, I have 5 sacks on me, and I also have my lifting belt, a magical belt of lifting, which lets me carry lots more stuff. So, like, basically we could load up a bunch of sacks of stuff, anything that
Nice.
doesn't fit into his chest or into...
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah, we can carry all this stuff. Like, I got, like, a huge amount of bulk I can carry.
Well, yeah, you'll be carrying a lot too.
Well, I have a magic item that makes me carry more than you by a lot.
Well, maybe.
I'm not so much a carrying person.
I can carry 15 bulk before becoming encumbered.
Holy crap.
Before becoming encumbered?
Yes.
That's pretty good. All right, well, all these things, the junk drawer, I think, like all these tools, you got all these nails. We could always use nails. I mean...
No. I think did we check every room, pretty much?
In this... Well, no. There's the room with the Iron Maiden. We were rushing through this one.
Yeah, you actually did rush through that room. That was the Iron Maiden room. And that was the torture chamber.
It's all the way to the east, guys.
Yeah. I will tell you that you go through it real quick, and there's nothing of worth in that place other than the torture implements, which you can't really use.
I'm cursed to always think of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure when somebody says Iron Maiden now.
Still haven't seen the movie, so I'm
Really?
cursed. Nope. I've tried. I don't particularly find them amusing, so never did, so...
So where else to loot?
I think we just got to pick up those guys, and you know what? There's that stupid dude that we have to rescue. Like in remember
That's later,
the statue
though, right?
room? Well,
Isn't
no,
that,
the
isn't that
people.
kind of after.
Yeah.
we do things?
Well, the people in the statue room.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the
The prisoners.
sanctuary?
We have to escort the prisoners out.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go down to the sanctuary and get those prisoners.
But
and
yeah,
help
we
them.
can't fight the Eldritch Horror thing at this point.
Yeah.
Wait,
No.
hold on. What
powerful.
about over here? Where
Over-
is that?
over
That's not
where?
on. That's not on our map that was provided. I don't believe.
Hold on, where are you over here?
Yeah,
South.
we
Yeah,
went
here
through
we're
that.
here.
Yeah, we went through that.
That's just, I mean, if you want, you've gone through that area. That's the southern, that's how you get, that's the backdoor area.
Is this room where where I'm pinging? Have we? Yeah, we've searched this room, right?
Yeah, that room is, you've searched, hold on, that's the back room, and that's where the secret door was. You have found every single thing, and I just pasted it into...
Not including what the Roper has.
Yeah, I
you
know,
have
that's
not, you have found everything you think you can find so far.
Yeah.
Roper.
You did not get anything from the Roper. There's still creatures in the underground which you have not encountered if you wish to more thoroughly explore there. And then you go back into the hidden room where you left the prisoners, and they're both fast asleep. Too much stress for being tortured nearly to death.
Oh, that's
Do you
good.
want to
They're adorable when they're sleeping.
do the necklace thing as we leave, or how do we?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
my only
Let's do that
concern,
now,
my
yeah.
only concern would be is if it somehow decides if
No.
doing the necklace thing involves fighting it,
Nah.
and then we got
would
no
never-
healing.
Nah, I would not do that. They love us. They would be
All
very
right. So I
kind
mean,
to us.
so you think we should just? I think we should just leave, put them to safety. Let's get rest and recuperate, and then the first thing we do is the statue.
I'd rather do the necklace first thing when we're refreshed.
All right.
Yeah,
I like
but
it.
you know what?
Also, we don't want to be dragging the prisoners along on that either.
True.
Yeah,
But the
I don't
problem
even
is-
want to make any decisions after we get refreshed. I want to get the prisoners out and get refreshed. And then
Okay, the
think about
only
it.
counter argument is in 24 hours that guy is going to resummon.
We don't know that.
It's 24 hours. We know that. That's
No, we
he's gonna
don't.
come
It's
back.
been
Is it-
like
is it
it's
gonna
actually
be?
been like 2 or 3 days, and it hasn't resummoned yet.
I think this is on the same day, unless I'm wrong.
It's been a few
I can't
days,
remember.
but
Is the rest and recovery going to be 24 hours anyway?
We did go back at least once, maybe not 2 or 3 days, but I know we went back and at least.
I
did one.
didn't know we killed them the
been-
first trip. I thought we killed them the second trip.
no, it's actually been, I think it's been 3 days since he's come back, but you do know he is going to come back
Because we
pretty
came
soon.
back after we got the trader, the guy who gave us the intel dump. We came back and took a long rest after that. So that's at least 1 day. And there might have been a second day after we kind of initially recon and found this room that we're in.
You know,
I think we're on our 3rd day.
yeah, you're right. All right, let's.
I mean, and if he does
Ignore
come
it.
back, then I guess we got to fight him again.
I just think
And we
that.
whooped his ass the first time too.
And we have it. They have the necklace. I have a feeling once that goes back on the statue,
Yeah.
it makes him go away.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. Like I can't imagine.
I just don't want to take the chance. I just, if anything goes sideways with it, I don't know that we're prepared to deal with that.
True. All right. So let's,
Yeah, I
there's
agree.
no rush. Yeah, we might as well just go back then.
All right, Can we get past this this crazy demon? Let's see.
Yeah, it's easy. You just wait till it goes to the other end of the room, and then we run.
Yeah, that's right. It was on a script.
Are these freaked out civilians gonna move when we need them to move?
sleeping.
They're
They're
highly
sleeping.
trained police individuals.
Well, let's
they're
wake them
not.
up and tell them
No,
it's
they're
time.
No,
not.
no,
That's
these are the other
bums.
people. We already got
These-
those guys out.
Yeah, these are
These are the dregs of society.
Yeah, these were bums that were taken off the street and being tortured.
Anyway, we delivered the bum.
What are you gonna do?
Wake him up.
Yeah, let's
Wake
wake
up,
them up
bums.
and let's get them out of here.
Yeah, we're going. We're getting you out of here.
Time to go.
We're so weak, so tired. Do
You know
have
what?
More food.
can
We'll
do
put
it.
you on.
Can you
Well,
carry
man.
us?
Well, man, carry him.
us.
You've got that hauling thing.
I can carry him, yes.
Okay, please carry us.
Piggyback.
Oh, hey, I have an idea. Like, are they debilitated from hit point loss, or is it just some weird effect? of,
They
like-
are, but to be honest, they're just so mentally drained that it's beyond hit point loss. It's
Psychological,
psychological
injury.
trauma. Yes,
It's not even post-traumatic stress. It's simply traumatic stress.
Pretty much.
There's no post about it. We're not even at post yet.
yeah,
That's
pretty
horrible.
much.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
Oh my god!
All right, because I was gonna burn. I think I might just do it anyway, just for the show.
I think you actually
because
healed them.
it's-
You healed them before. It's been a long time, but you actually did heal
Okay.
them. They're completely healed up, and you
All
gain
right,
food
all
and
right.
water. They're
It's
just
like I
exhausted.
have like 12 gold pieces worth of first level healing scrolls. I was just gonna use them up.
Sure.
All right, so let's go. Let's go, guys.
All right, we go.
Okay, run across. Lo Mang, you're like Andre the Giant and Princess Bride. You're just carrying them like one in left arm, one in the right arm. You're like, let's go. And like, are you firemen carrying them both? Are they like cords of wood? How do you do that?
One under each arm and one piggyback.
Fireman carry.
One over each shoulder.
Yes.
He's like, this is what I'm picturing. Lomag's like, okay, we're gonna very quietly go past the Eldritch Horror. Meanwhile, he has like armor and gear and like plate mail.
I got like sacks of stuff.
We have
tied to
a
my
very
waist.
Baron Munchausen vibe, actually. It's like he's like the strong man that just like is carrying the
That's
entire
exactly
treasury.
what he is. Yeah.
you're like, exactly, and you're just carrying everything, and you're just like, let's go by. And he's like, as he's walking, you just hear shunk, shunk, shunk. It's just like all this
Well,
treasure.
It's yeah, I can activate the belt and I can lift an object up to 8 bulk as though it were weightless. That's another thing I can do.
Well, it doesn't prevent it from making noise.
That's true. It's just weightless.
You are very Baron Munchausen. You are literally that guy, and like one little piece of loot, like one nail fell off, and you're like, oh, I just have to get that one little nail and put it on the top of the loot and carry it out. And you can't even get through the door because he has so much loot on him. So I will say you quickly run by them. Sure enough, the Eldritch Horror, the thing you notice, and you noticed this last time, it seems to be facing south. It seems to always be looking to the south.
Right. So that gives us a free opportunity to bolt it across.
Yeah. So I will say you can just, unless you're going to do something crazy, you can run out of this place. Although, do you have necklaces for the two other people?
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, we have extra.
We had extra ones
necklaces.
from that room.
Yeah,
right,
you
with
do.
the
You have
skeletons,
extras.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have extras. Okay, you can put some of those on them. I'm not going to be so mean to have them animate and then still start killing it with the
Bash right at the doors of freedom.
You're like, we're free. We're free. Boom. You're dead.
Horrible.
That would be. Even I'm not that mean. All right. Hold on. Let's bring you back.
It's kind of how a movie ended. The guy that had to spend the night in the haunted house, he gets free, and the gate closes on him, and there's spiked gates, and they kill him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He like goes through a 2-hour movie worth of horribleness, and then that is, I did it, and the gates go cling, and he goes, oh.
I've seen that. There's a.
What was that movie? It's like a Vincent Price era.
Yeah. No, I've
House,
seen something
House on
very
Haunted
similar.
Hill or something.
No, I saw another one that was very famous. Is that there was this guy who was convicted, and it was like the French Revolution, and he was going to have his head cut off at the guillotine. But there's a rule that if the executioner dies before the prisoner, then you're set free. So his wife like seduces the executioner and poisons him. but he only has like a very tiny bit of the poison. And then the prisoner's all like, like, oh, I'm not gonna die. He knew all along his wife was gonna do this. And then the guy shows up and he's like coughing and he's like, bring up the prisoner. And he's like, no. And he's the executioner's like barely walking up the stairs, and he's like coughing and heaving, and they're putting him into the gallows and they're gonna cut off his head. And he goes, he's gonna die. And then you see the executioner like drop dead, like right on the gallows. He's like, look, he died. And then the doctor comes over and he picks up his arm and he goes, yeah, he's dead. And he drops his arm, hits the lever, and cuts off his head.
Nice.
I was like, damn, man. That's brutal. I always thought of that one. I'm like, that was a good story. It's very drawn out. It's like a half hour, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. You managed to make it all the way back. Lomang is like getting some weird stares as he's like running through town, carrying just basically a truck full of loot, carrying 2 people. And if it wasn't for the fact that you have uniforms on, people would probably be calling the cops on you. But no, you managed to make it back. And sure enough, everyone at the precinct is looking at you. I presume you're going back to your precinct, or are you going back to the other one? Okay.
Yeah.
They're all looking at you, and they're just like shaking their heads. They're like, Red Squad's at it again.
2 weeks into the job, and look at the haul they're bringing back.
Can't even get through the front door. They have so much stuff.
Could you guys both hold open the doors?
Okay, you're back. And the prisoners are exhausted. And they'll take them from you. They have procedures for taking care of the prisoners. They'll also try to debrief them and find out what's going on. They'll feed them, heal them, clothe them, all that stuff.
Awesome.
And you are free to, get a meal from Sharky, because I'm sure you're all very hungry, and rest and relax, and go through your loot.
Gomez runs to the bathroom immediately. I'll be right back.
There you
Sharky, fix something up. We are hungry. We've worked up an appetite, and honestly, we've got the dungeon for you. If you want to fill some, there's some stuff here in this dungeon for you. If you want to join us, boy, this is a Sharky dungeon.
Stuff to eat.
No.
Look, all those body parts. If he doesn't mind a little bit, gamey meat, then
He doesn't mind. Yeah, I order out. I don't eat Sharky's food.
Well, Sharky's starting to franchise. You can get it from the Sharky's Machine franchise.
Sharky's Machine.
Yes, that's the name of my new franchise, Sharky Machine. You like it?
Yes.
God, there's actually a California franchise called Sharky's.
Is there?
Yeah, that's it's Mexican food, of
There's
course.
also an Ohio franchise called Skyline Chili that Gary Cohen and
Horrible.
Keith Hernandez keep busting on.
Horrible. It's horrible food.
It's so good.
It's bland spaghetti with bland chili on top of it.
I think they got a lot of negative comments.
Oh, did you see the Skyline Chili? They hated it.
It's horrible. It's really bad
funny
food. It's like, imagine just the blandest chili, like with nothing in it.
I've had it, and it's good.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
Chris.
I've been to Ohio many times.
Yeah, you like it just because there's no onions in it.
Yes,
there
well,
should be
it
onions
does
in
have
every
onions.
chili. Every chili should have onions.
Onions are optional.
So
It's not
bad.
as good as Taco Bell, but it's really good.
Oh my God! Yeah, well, that says it all. That says it all. Yeah,
It's better than Chick-fil-A.
it's worse than Taco Bell. That is probably accurate. Yeah.
You're crazy.
Freaking God! I can't believe you sell food.
You have no say. You don't like spicy. Like you actually don't. Get,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you don't
smart.
Get a vote.
Spicy
you don't get
food
a vote.
is bad.
You don't get a vote. Nope.
No,
He likes bland
because I have
food.
taste buds. I don't need spice. Wrong,
Exactly.
Wrong. Spices, they're designed to kill taste buds. That's what they do. They kill taste buds.
They enhance the flavor.
Yes, and they do enhance the flavor by killing the taste buds, and the taste buds are now open, and the flavor goes in there, but the taste buds do not grow all the way back. That's why people who have lots of spices can't taste anything, because they need to put spices on for... Oh, it's horrible.
You have the palate.
Horrible cycle. It's a horrible cycle.
Me too.
Yeah, it's
But John, you have a palate of a hedgehog, so
Oh,
you
God.
need spices to like burn that away. Get a
God.
new palate.
No, it's. Anyway, all right. Well, we're in town.
Sell.
Sell, buy.
Yeah, we gotta sell things.
I don't think there's anything here that we want to keep.
There's nothing there other than
The dust of disappearance, maybe.
Yeah, I want to call dibs on that medium healing potion. That's basically all I want. That's it.
I'm going
That's
for
it.
it. Hold on. I know what you guys are going to want.
Yeah.
And basically, +1 short sword, leather armor, daggers, Norgabers, all that stuff you'll get rid of. Dust of disappearance. I presume you're going to keep that.
How much does that sell for?
67.5. It's up to you.
What does it do? It's kind of like invisibility.
Invisibility, right?
I think we should keep it. That's
Yeah.
a good.
It
Utility.
is
Yeah.
a consumable. Activating the dust by sprinkling on yourself or creature casts a 4th
That's
level
good.
invisibility spell with a duration of 1 minute.
That gets somebody out of trouble. That can get a civilian out of trouble.
Yeah.
That also allows you to attack while invisible.
Ooh, that's got to be
That
good.
is something.
Yeah, that's very powerful. So, yeah, it's up to you. I mean, it's a nice
Let's get us
level
hold
item.
on to that. Why not? We got to keep something.
Prove that
Grim
we've been
trophy.
to the dungeon. No, we all the
Grim
evil
trophy.
stuff we should melt down. We should not like sell
Grim
that.
trophy. It basically activates and allows you to use. It increases your intimidation. That's all it does.
Oh, intimidation. Gomez.
That's
That's
Gomez,
true.
baby. How much does that sell for?
27.5.
We might as well keep
How
it.
is it used?
It's affixed to your armor, and you activate it. It's a talisman. You attempt an intimidation check to coerce or demoralize, and you haven't rolled yet. You have to be an expert intimidation. And when you activate the trophy, select 2 targets and compare your intimidation. So you can intimidate 2 people at once with this. What else does it do? It's a severed piece of humanoid creature and gruesome. So
I gotta tell you, it is so completely right up my alley, but I'm so disgusted by it, I would refuse to use it.
why you
For
don't
our,
use
for our, for, for RP
it's literally
reasons,
a group.
I cannot use it.
It's literally
too
a grim
horrible.
trophy.
It's too horrible.
too-
Hard.
too
Don't do
disgusting.
any evil
It's not worth
stuff.
it. I got enough pluses to
Don't touch it.
intimidation. I don't
It's
need
evil.
Boom. Spined shield. That one's a good one, but no one can use it. It's worth 180 gold. Oh!
Cha-ching.
Sold to the highest bidder.
+1 striking sickle.
Sold.
Okay. 3 moderate alchemist fires.
Kept.
Keep.
3 moderate tanglefoot bags.
Keep.
Keep. Why
it.
not?
I honestly, I would sell them. Like the Tanglefoot is garbage.
But they're
and,
moderate though. They're upgraded.
it's like I have it as a cantrip, man. I've never used it.
It's alright. It's nothing.
Actually, I think I used it once.
A little better. 2 murder knot talismans. That's the thing that will.
Probably something that you should keep, John.
What are they?
Those are the things if you put on your sword, it gives you bleed. Here it goes.
Oh
When
yeah,
you
yeah. I
activate
can
the
use
knot,
that.
the creature you damage takes 1d6 persistent bleed.
Boy, how much is that?
It's worth
Because you got to activate it.
66 gold.
Yeah, let's sell it. That's
Okay.
Yeah, it's 6d6. I'm gonna be rolling 1 every time. Believe me.
1 moderate healing potion. You're gonna sell that, right?
No.
Potion of quickness. I think it gives you haste, which is fantastic.
Yeah, haste is good.
That
But
is
you got to drag it out, and then you got to consume it.
It's
You
1
must.
minute.
But it lasts a minute though, so it's like it is something you could pull out before the fight.
How much does that sell for?
45.
We probably should use it.
Yeah, it's cute.
Totally.
+1 striking longsword. Do you keep that or sell that?
So
Sword schmord.
That's it.
Plus, I want +1 wounding false teeth. That's what I want.
Oh my god, you guys have so much gold.
And what about all those suits of armor and stuff, right?
60 gold. That's all it was worth, because there's mundane stuff.
Okay.
Mundane.
Right.
So are we keeping the Tanglefoot bags or no?
Oh, let's sell them.
How much did it sell?
Sells for a whopping 15.
All of them, or just one?
Total, all of them.
Total. I don't know. Do whatever you want. It's like
Yeah, I sell them.
I don't know.
We're
like
not
stuff
gonna
like
have them
that.
handy.
Yeah, it's like I have a lot of situational stuff, and man, it's like stuff like that. I'm getting the vibe that it's like lint in your pocket. It's just
You can't do it in combat. It takes too long to pull this shit out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's the thing. I would love to use that stuff, but
Well, I'm going to hold on to 2 Alchemist Fires. That's what I'm doing.
Well, that stuff's worth.
Well,
that's
that's
very good.
That's good stuff.
Oh, that's very good. You don't want to get rid of that.
So if someone else wants 1, I'm taking 2.
All right, that's how much gold you guys have. I put it up. It's a fair amount of gold, peoples.
You put it up in
great.
player chat or
Yeah,
handouts?
I see
handouts,
it.
actually.
I see it in handouts.
Holy crap.
So I should have 303, huh? Because remember we were talking about upgrading my scrolls. If I could accomplish that immediately, I would like to do that.
Yeah. Well, why doesn't everyone think about it? Because Dougie is 535, Basil 369, Lomang almost 500, Gomez 303. I mean, you have a lot. That's a lot. And now you're starting to get to pretty powerful stuff, but you can't buy equipment higher than your level. So keep that in
Yeah, I
mind.
gotta think about what I want.
Oh, jeez. I'm looking at the damage for oil.
It's beyond. I can't afford it, but I was just looking around and I found the serrating weapon rune, which basically turns your weapon into a chainsaw.
That's great.
It creates little magical shards that spin around the blade and do additional slashing damage.
Like literally a chainsaw.
So literally a
It's
chainsaw.
literally a chainsaw. Is it literally a chainsaw? Is it literally a chainsaw?
Literally a chainsaw.
All right, maybe it's figuratively since there's no chain involved. But
It's figuratively a chainsaw. Okay, what are you selling?
All right, so let's see. So scroll of charm. Let's dump that. I'm gonna just start deleting it off my sheet if I can.
Yeah, okay. Scroll of charm. 2 gold.
This stuff is linked in my pocket. All right, so the scroll of hydraulic push I'll keep. Long strider, get rid of that. Pest form. That has come in handy. I'll keep that. Snowball, get rid of that. Spider sting, get rid of that. I guess, you know what? I'm gonna sell I'm actually gonna sell this anti-plague and antidote because it never comes up. It's never in a situation where it can get used, and it's not worth it. I guess I'll keep the mist form elixir just cause, but I think that's it.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's a whopping 12 gold you got. Woohoo.
It's something. I returned my used bottles. I'm recycling my bottles, getting the deposit on my Coke bottles.
Literally.
Yeah, the runes I want to upgrade to, I still have to save money for. I've basically half.
315 gold for Mr. Gomez now.
I know, I'm reading
It's like it's
my,
all calculations. And
Yeah, it's
messing with character sheets.
It's really that.
Yeah, do you know how much it would be to just upgrade all my scrolls one step?
Yeah, sure. Which ones do you want to upgrade?
All of them. Like
so
all
Dark
the first
Vision,
levels.
Charm.
No. The heal scrolls. I'm sorry. I should have been more specific. I'm talking about specifically the heal scrolls. So raise them all a
depends.
level.
Well, right now you have 5 level 1s and 3 level 2s. That's it. The level 3 Lomang one was gone.
Right.
So that's now
Right.
gone. So
That's right. I used some.
So what is? I don't know what you mean by upgrade. So
Yeah. Like I'm actually thinking about what my original loadout. Raise them all a level. So I would end up with 5 level 2 heals. That's actually maybe not that difficult because the level 2 heals I just replenish. So I'd have 5 level 2s, 5 level 3s, and a level 4.
Oh, I see. That's what you're doing. Okay, give me a second. I'll take care of that.
if you're upgrading a staff, is it just the difference from the first level staff, or do you have to buy the better staff in its entirety?
It's probably
Nah,
the
you need
difference.
to give me a second.
Okay, I mean, I'm also looking. I just was wondering if you happen to know.
How much is the 4th level healing scroll? So,
70.
Yeah.
So if you just wanted, it's not that hard. 244, Seth. 244 gold for 2 level 2s, 5 level 3s, and 1 level 4.
Excellent. Okay, so I make that adjustment. I just do it.
I will buy a level 4 healing scroll and put my name on it and give it to Gomez. So that's my new one.
You'll just give me your level 3 one then, right?
Oh, that one's used already.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
So you might want to just give me the dollar value of that, and that'll be the 4th level one that I talked about.
I think we should have 2 of those.
I think we should have 2, so I should have an
Yes.
additional one. All right,
Yes.
I'll add an additional one.
But one of them is only to be used on me. Even if Dougie is dying, even if he's dead. Nope.
Such a dick.
He is such a dick.
Unless you actually, in like your last action, if you have one action left, is to hand me the gold value plus 10%. And then,
Wow.
and then you can get a heal. Because I won't really need it, because I'll be in the rear with the gear.
I'll get a pouch of pre-counted gold that'll be dangling from my belt that
Yes.
you'll be able to snatch away.
Exactly.
But you got to get in reach, or Dougie's dead.
Okay, Lomang, you're down to... You took level 4 scroll. Damn.
Yeah.
420 gold left now. Boom.
How much are the moderate potions of healing?
All right, this is good. I feel better about this. So I have 2. I have 2 4th level heal scrolls, one with an asterisk.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1, 2, 3,
5
4,
third
5
levels.
third levels, and
You
5
actually have
second
5,
levels.
5, 5, and 1. You actually have 5 first, 5 second, 5 third, and 1 fourth, and 1 for Lomang.
I should not have any first.
Oh, you want to sell them all?
Yeah, exactly. That was part of
okay.
For all 12 gold pieces or whatever it is that it ends up being.
It's 10 gold. Something. You have 81
that's
gold,
good,
Gomez. You
though.
actually have a fair amount of gold. All right. You have 81 gold.
So I end up after all that with 81 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. That's good pocket change. I'll just keep that then.
It's enough for things.
Oh man. Yeah, all my wants are like 1,000 gold pieces, 900 gold pieces. Oh, there are braces of armor. Hold on.
Braces of armors won't stack with your armor.
Oh, bummer.
Those are for monks.
No.
Where in Hero Lab are potions of healing?
I'll tell you what they are. Hold on.
Like
I know it's a pain.
where are they in? Yeah, are they under alchemical item? Not,
I think so. Potion of healing
They're
is...
bombs, elixirs, poisons, and tools.
Yeah, something like that.
magic items, I think.
Yeah, they're 4 gold, 12, 50, 400. So minor is 4. Lesser is 12. Moderate is 50.
I will buy a moderate, and I will buy a lesser.
And I am hitting rest and prepare.
So that's 62 gold. 358 gold left, Lomang.
Okay,
You actually have a lot of... You have 3 lessers and 2 moderates now, Lomang.
good. Need them.
You need them.
Actually, Steve, I'm going to sell the bracers of missile deflection, and it gives the party 325 gold pieces because they sell. The price is 650,
That's a
Wow.
good move.
and it's
Bracers and missile? No, they're worth 26 gold.
Oh, boo.
I'm looking
Really?
at bracers.
That's
Yeah,
greater. That's greater.
That makes a lot more sense considering what they are and how they
Bracers
work.
of missile deflection. I'm looking.
Level 3. You're looking at the wrong one.
Oh my god, there's 2 of them. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm selling it anyway.
Actually,
That's-
Gomez had them, but
I do like
Sure.
how that works. Is the one that actually does something is 10 times the price.
Yeah.
That's how they work.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought that I had those.
I know that happens all the time. You're like, I got the crappy one. I got the ghetto one.
Actually, those braces of armor, it's a good idea, because I didn't realize you could affix runes to them.
Yeah. Well, if you're a
That's a
monk,
big-
I mean,
that's a
so
big deal.
that's perfect for you.
Yeah, but you can't buy them until you're level 8.
Bracers of armor. I think that's going to be my next purchase. Can I afford that now? I'm close. Right?
450. You have. Well, if you sell some of those potions, you have 365.
Oh wait,
You'll wait, all right?
wait. Did we get extra for him selling his deflection?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
I gave it to
4
you.
gold or something.
It was like
365. So I need another 100, almost.
yeah, well, that level 4 potion of healing was 70 gold right there.
Level 4 scroll.
Yeah, the scroll I meant.
Yeah.
And
But what are you trying to get?
I was going to get those braces of armor +1. Fuck it.
Oh shit! Yeah, oh my god, that's way better than a freaking that is not being critted. I cannot enhance my armor. It's
Well,
You
yeah,
can.
you already have +1.
yeah, I know I have that, but once I have that, there's no other like
There's things, but then you have to start going into feats. I mean, it's on purpose.
Well, yeah, feats. I'm talking about what you can
No.
do with gold.
It's, look, all you can get is +1, and then you get the thing that helps your saves, and you get +2, and then you get thing, and then +3. That's it. And then that's all there is. I mean,
I keep
it's on
thinking
purpose.
my mind is in such a computer game RPG where there's your paper doll has 15 slots, and each one gives you a little bit, and I'm looking for each of these
They got
little
rid of
slots.
that. They
definitely got rid of that.
I got rid of it, but it's a tighter
And it's
game.
good. I'm glad.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
a
glad
much
they
tighter.
did, yeah.
I mean, this is their design philosophy: is that it's a very tight game. Like there's only 3 ways to upgrade your armor. You actually can increase your core stats, by the way, but at level 17. So
Great.
that's when right. But they did that on purpose. Like, before it's like, every 5 levels and then level 17. So if you have something that you really want to bring up to 18, you can, like you can do it then. But by then, it doesn't matter. It's almost like, look, you're already so powerful then, like, bringing your charisma from 10 to 18 is not going to do much. It's like, because the math works that you really need your charisma to be a 20 or 21, 22 at that level. So, that's the way they did it. So, yeah, it's just the way they designed the game. But the way they did it is based on your class. You see, they gave you those abilities, but it's your class. Like, you want to be really good with armor class, you play fighter. Seriously, that's it. It's like you play a fighter, you'll have the best armor class in the game. There's just no way around it. There's just not many other ways to get your armor class up. But there are feats that you can take, and you can have multiple reactions, multiple ways to increase, all that stuff. So, but it's through your class.
Yeah.
It's not your equipment.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? So I think I'm gonna not get that scroll or that potion, and then get the +1 bracers and attach my rune to it.
Which rune?
+1 armor class rune.
No, it comes with +1, I think.
Hold on.
So bracers. Oh, I mean, you already actually had a +1 to your AC.
I have +1 AC, but it was that rune was attached to Explorer's outfit. But this actually is, you can attach that. I can attach that rune to this, and it's effectively +2 AC, +1 to.
No, that's not how it works. You only get a +1. There's no +2. +2 is 4,000. That's how it works.
So they don't stack.
They don't stack. This is it. The bracers give you +1 to your AC and your saving throws.
Right.
That's the thing. And it gives you a maximum dexterity modifier of +5. And then you could affix talismans to bracers of armor as if they were light armor. That's correct. But talismans, not runes, talismans.
Oh, talismans.
Right. Now you can upgrade them eventually. There's no way around this. This is the way it works. At level 8, they're +1. At level 14, they're +2. And at level 20, they're +3. It's the same equivalent of putting a rune and a property rune on your clothes. It ends up being, I think, the exact same price. There's no difference. Here's the difference, is that it gives you +1 to your saving throws. I don't know if you had that.
Right.
I don't think you did.
No.
There you go. That's the huge thing. It also has a maximum dexterity modifier of +5, so you'll have that for the rest of your life, which is a big deal. So.
All right, now I'm going to pass on that. It's totally not worth it right now.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't. You can never go above. You'll never get a +2 until you're level 14. That's the math. Ever. It's impossible. Right. At level 8, you can do a resilient rune. So you have a +1 armor rune, right? And that was 160 gold. So you can get you can get the resilient rune, and that will give you a +1 to all your saving throws. And that's 340 gold pieces. And you can do that now. You have actually the amount of gold. And it's a little cheaper if you did it through the item, because that costs 500 gold. If you get +1 resilient and +1 armor, the other one was 450. So it's basically, if you do it through the bracers, you're saving 500 gold. That's the difference. You already have the +1, so
I already have the +1.
So what you can do is you can get a resilient rune, which is at level 8. I mean, that's the next thing. Like, You have to go in order. You have to get a +1 armor, then you get resilient. Then you get +2 armor, then you get greater resilient, then you get +3 armor at level 18, and then at level 20 you get major resilient. So if you want to get +1 to all your saving throws, you get resilient. That's the next thing in the order, if that's the way you're going. 340. Pretty good. +1.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I gotta think if there's anything else I want.
The advantage of the bracers is that it's all in one. You don't have to, you don't have to put 2 runes on, that's all.
I'm going to keep the scroll then.
I gave you that. I didn't take it off.
Back. And then, See, the thing is, though, that, like, people who wear armor, they get a lot of armor class added for free. Because chain shirt is an armor bonus, AC bonus 2, right?
But you get an AC automatically because you're a monk.
That's true.
So that's
sort of
part of
compensates for that. Like,
they compensate for that.
Full plate.
You have very high armor.
6. Yeah, I have high dex also. That's going to max out soon, though, because it's max +5 dex cap.
Hey, you're almost max.
When do we get abilities? We get soon.
Level
probably.
10.
Oh, level 10, yeah.
Level 10.
Is there anything I can add to the Mighty Fists thing?
Do you have striking?
I do.
Then you're done.
Really?
For now, yeah. You can get greater striking at level 12, and you get +2 at level 10. And you get property runes. I mean, you can put things like lightning, thunder, fire.
Yeah, I should look into that.
At level 8, you can put bloodbane, corrosive, flaming frost, invisibility, shock. I don't know, invisibility, I think. That's an armor. Thundering. That's it.
Conducting.
Wounding's pretty good. Wounding's actually really good.
I don't think I can do wounding. It's piercing or slashing.
Alright, you can't do that. But you can do flaming frost, shock, or thundering. Shock is sonic. Sorry, shock is electricity. Thundering is sonic. Flame is flame. Ice, frost is ice.
That's pretty sweet. Shifting, what's that?
Shifting, actually, you already have on the other. It's worthless to you. It allows you to change your arm, like a dagger to a hammer. That's
that could be somewhat effective because if I can change my damage type from bludgeoning to something.
It doesn't
else.
work for you, I don't think.
It's not restricting it.
It doesn't matter. It has to be onto a melee weapon. You don't have a melee weapon. It's your hands. You can't do it on your hands. You can do it on a weapon.
Can you do it on your wraps? Your hand to wraps?
Well, that's what we're talking about. Yeah,
maybe. Let me look. You might be right. I don't think so, though. Hand wraps of mighty blows. They are gloves. They are unarmed attacks. Treat hand wraps as melee weapons.
Oh, there we go.
You can do it. Yeah. No, I mean, look, if it says it, I don't care. I learned something. Hey.
That's cool. Actually very interesting.
They did that on purpose, though, because this way you can, like, it's basically, it acts like a weapon, so you can put runes on it and everything. It's like a weird thing. The weird thing is you can put hand wraps and mighty blows in any unarmed strike. Gomez has this because he has hand wraps. His teeth get +1. Right. So like any unarmed attack gets, even though it's like on your hands, which is strange, but that's just the way it works. But it's part of it. You're starting to get into the big boy territory, the +2s and stuff. You're getting close.
Shifting, oh man, that might be worth it.
It's not bad.
I got shifting.
Do you use it?
Oh yeah. I switched to. It takes only an action for it to switch. I mean, you're not going to do anything for one turn, but it's better than It's better than doing half damage every time you hit. I mean, dude, you miss anyway, so it's like you're attacking normal. So just pretend that you attacked and you missed.
Yep, pretty much.
So that when you hit, you actually do full damage, because half damage is not acceptable. I mean, it's just, you can't do it.
I don't know. It's like, it's still some questions, because you can shift this weapon into a different weapon with a similar form.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, so it's like gloves that are like bladed. So now it's piercing, or like...
Yeah, but you can't do things like go from short sword damage to like great sword damage or anything like that. It's comparable to...
I mean, all I would want to do is
like,
be able to go from bludgeoning to slashing to piercing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Yeah, I guess it just changes the type. You don't change the damage. That's at least how the shifting works.
Right. Shock is good, though, too. Ooh, shock is good. Flaming. Plus 1d10 persistent damage on a critical hit. I like that, too. Disrupting. For undead. Frost.
Oh my god. Wow.
Ghost touch. That's always good. I'm definitely going to buy one of these. I'm going to save up for one of these. Probably fire. A flaming hand wraps.
How much? Oh, yeah.
5 hunge. Level
5 is... Fire's always... Everything. It works on everything.
8. Works on most. It's 1d6, and then if it crits, then it's 1d10 persistent fire, which we realize is not easy. It's not so easy to get rid of that.
Yeah.
What's conducting do? It's something that conducts spells or something through it. I don't know. And you can just... How many of these things can you add on there?
1. Until you have a plus... Until you... get a +2. When you get +2, you can do 2. When you have +3, you can do 3.
Well, I already have +1 on there.
Well,
right?
you can do +1 and then just call the property rune.
Oh, I have +1. I have striking already.
That doesn't count. You
Okay.
can do +1 striking and then like fire, and then you can do +3 greater striking and fire and cold if you want.
I'm adding Vorpal.
I think that's like level 17, maybe level 20.
15,000 gold.
Is that it? That's not even that much.
You roll a natural 20. It doesn't kill them. No, it's like you roll a natural 20 on a strike with the weapon, critically succeed, and deal slashing damage. Target must have a head. Oh, it does have to DC. It has to succeed a DC 37 Fortitude save or be decapitated. Wow, that's interesting.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.